So I have like a 40 book haul to show you. Basically, I have 40 books here. I did not buy all these at once. These have been an accumulation from the past like 3 months. That's kind of embarrassing. More than 10 books a month. It's okay. We're gonna go through and I'm gonna tell you all the books that I have bought, and this is honestly a little bit humbling. So where do I want to start? First, we have The Teacher by Freida McFadden. I actually bought this today and I'm currently in the middle of it. This is Freida McFadden's newest release. I got the audiobook for it, so I wanted to purchase the physical copy. This is a thriller book. I have a goal to read 10 mystery thrillers and this can go towards that. And that's our first book of the haul, so let's keep going. We have another mystery thriller that I've actually already read. This is Murder in the Family by Kara Hunter. Gave it a 3 stars, I think, when I read it. It's in one of my wrap-ups. It's like a multimedia, trying to find a murderer. It's interactive, but this did go to my goal of mystery thrillers. I also bought Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I bought this from the UK to get it in paperback. A YA fantasy romance is on my TBR for this month, and there's a video coming out about me reading it soon, but I've heard so many good things. So many people I know rated this 5 stars and I wanted to read it. I see the author on TikTok all the time, so I'm so excited to read this one, and the cover is gorge. Next, another book on my March TBR. This is Midnight Ruin by Katie Robert. This is her newest release, part of the Dark Olympus series. This is another one that I have a video coming out about me reading this. This is a dark romance series that follows a modern day Greek mythology Olympus type situation. It's really fun, really spicy, and this is the newest one and I'm going to read it soon. Next, I have Summer Rental by Mary Kay Andrews. This is a book that my grandmother gifted to me. I've read one of Mary Kay Andrews' books before and I didn't like it, so maybe I'll like this one. These are typically for older women, so some of the themes in here I'm like, ooh, misogyny. You know what I'm saying? At least in the first one. I don't know anything about this one, but I think this one's shorter. The covers are always cute. Good little beach read, something I can kind of pay attention to while I'm on the beach, but also not really pay attention to. Another book my grandma gifted me is Perfect Couple by Ellen Hilderbrand. I've heard so many good things about Ellen Hilderbrand. She's another author that is meant for like the older women, but I've heard her books always have like this mystery element to them. Another book that I can't wait to read over the summer. Thank you, Gigi. I know you watch my videos, so if you're watching this one, thank you so much. I appreciate these books. I'm so excited to read them, and it's this like shiny cover, so it's like durable for on the beach. Next, I have a book I won from a Goodreads giveaway. This is Out of Body by Nina Davenport. I enter Goodreads giveaways like it's my job. Literally every morning I go and check them and enter the new ones, and this is one of the books I won. It is a YA mystery thriller. I think it might be a debut. I have no idea what it's about. It's a really short YA thriller, so go support an indie author. Another book I won from a Goodreads giveaway is The Nature of Disappearing. This is also a thriller. It's by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. I have never heard anything about this. I don't think it's a debut. Yeah, she has 3 other novels. This is an ARC copy of it, so I'm so thankful to be able to have this, and I can't wait to read it. It's on sale the 18th of June. I like the cover. That's what really drew me to it. Blurbed by a lot of different people. I've never heard of any of them. What do I know? I'm just a girl. So as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I don't know how experienced you are on my channel, but I read the first Magnolia Parks book in 2023 and it was on my top 10 books of 2023 list, and I love the original covers. I've only read the first book, but that did not stop me from getting this one. This is the last one that I didn't have in the original cover, and this is my favorite cover, so I was like, I need it. Did I pay $50 for it on Pango Books? I definitely did, but do I regret it? Not one bit. Daisy Hates the Great Undoing by Jessa. This cover is actually art. I need to get back into the series, but I'm scared. I need to reread Magnolia Parks, and we can add it to my stack. Getting a little top heavy, is it not? Next, we have 4 different books from the same series. 3 of these I've read, 1 I haven't. Let's go through them individually. Barbarian Alien is the 2nd book in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I have become quickly addicted to this series. I've read like 4 out of the 22 books that there are in the series. If you haven't read this and you've ever had the urge to, I would say do it. They're so fun. They're so niche. But when you're in the mood, you're in the mood. So this is the 2nd one. This follows Liz and Rahash. This is Barbarian Lover by Ruby Dixon. This follows Kira and Ahako. I can't say their names. Then we have Barbarian Mine by Ruby Dixon. This is Brooke and Harlow. Barbarian's Prize. This is the next one I have to read in the series. I haven't read it yet. We have Tiffany and Saluk in this book. I'm obsessed. I am utterly obsessed with this series. It's not funny. We have Bride by Ellie Hazelwood. I read this book in February. This is Ellie Hazelwood's newest release. It is a paranormal romance. It was so good. If you haven't read this already, go read it. If you don't read Ellie Hazelwood, go read her. She is one of my favorite authors ever. House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J Maas. This is the final book out. There's more books coming in the series, but this is the last one that they've released in the Crescent City series by Sarah J Maas. Look at this monster. I read her in February, like a week after she came out, and I'm so proud of myself. Honestly, it's my favorite in the series. You want in-depth thoughts? I have a reading vlog where I read this in my February wrap up, so go watch that. But I'm so glad to own this, and I'm so glad I read it so fast, because let me just give myself a little pat on the back because I'm a queen for that, for reading it so fast. First Light Wins by Ashley Elston. This is a thriller. It's a Reese's book club pick. I read this on audio and I liked it, so I wanted to buy myself a physical copy. This is a new release recently, and it's a thriller about like a con artist woman. Love the cover. I don't love reading hardbacks, but you know what I do love is touching hardbacks. When I'm like holding it up for a video, it's something else. It's so satisfying. My brother's trying to find his phone. The last two books in the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, I actually finished these both in February, I want to say. The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber and Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. Finally finished it. I've been reading it for like 3 years now or something crazy. Next, we have this treasure. This is one of the books where like if someone was coming to rob my house, I would have to hide this, in my opinion. This is the UK edition of Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I bought it off of Amazon UK. That is the best invention of the century. Like, take my money. I needed this. If I'm going to read the series, I'm going to read it in style. But I did buy this. Haven't read it yet, obviously, but I did buy this from the UK. Accidentally bought two. That's a fun little story. Resold the second one. More books that my grandmother gifted me, actually. Comfort and Joy by Kristen Hanna. I think this is a holiday romance. Thank you, Gigi. Just over 200 pages. Something quick to read around the holidays. Can't wait. I also got from my grandmother Merry and Bright by Debbie Homber. I'm assuming it's going to give Hallmark. This costs $20. It's like a mass market paper hardback. Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. This is the second and final book in the Letters of Enchantment duology. This is a YA fantasy romance series. Amazon UK. Thank you. I love you. Take my money. The reasons I bought this include specifically the cover. I don't even really love this series. I say I barely like this series, but I love the cover. I love these books and holding them, so they will stay on my shelves forever and ever. I did read that actually, by the way. I think I gave it like 3 stars. My grandmother also gifted me a little coffee table book for my apartment next year. This is Audrey Hepburn in Paris. I know nothing about Audrey Hepburn, but now I will. It has like little pictures in it. So pretty. Thank you, Gigi. Can't wait to put this on my coffee table next year. It's so cute. I bought 4 books in this series because I did finish out this series, and that is the Never After series by Emily McIntyre. This is a series of fractured fairy tales. The first one being Scarred. This is Lion King, fractured fairy tale. It's dark romance, so the villain is like the love interest. This one was my favorite out of all of them. Ross, this is the last one. This is Hunchback of Notre Dame, where the priest guy is the love interest. Wretched, this is the Wizard of Oz, fractured fairy tale. Twisted, which is the Jasmine, Aladdin, Jafar, fractured fairy tale. So I did in fact buy those 4 books because I wanted to finish out the series. Next I have Girl Abroad. I actually bought this today. This is Elle Kennedy's new release. Haven't read it yet. All I have seen is a bunch of hashtag ads for this one, so I wanted to pick it up. I really love this cover. I think it's so intriguing. I also bought Canadian Boyfriend by Jenny Holiday. This I bought at Target today as well. It's a ballerina ex-hockey player romance. I think it's fake dating, and that's all I know about it. I just was drawn in by the cover. I saw this on Goodreads giveaways but didn't win. Animal Farm by George Orwell is on my TBR for March. This is a short little baby classic that I had the option to read in high school, but I chose The Handmaid's Tale instead. So when I'm in the mood for a classic, the mood is pretty snappy. We're not sitting in that mood for a while, so I thought this would be the perfect one to pick up when I was in the mood. We have Mile High by Liz Tom Ford. I actually have read this. This is the first book in the Windy City series. This is a sports romance. This is a hockey romance, hockey player, ex-flight attendant for the hockey team. I would say it's not my favorite romance I've ever read. Everyone says the series gets better, but I did enjoy this one. But I love these covers. I want to read the rest of them on Kindle Unlimited. Paperback of Happy Place by Emily Henry. I've actually already read this, but I did want to buy the paperback copy, so I was waiting for it to come out. It finally did. I bought it today. I brought the books from my sister's room. They were technically on my list to haul, but they aren't mine because my sister bought them. But as soon as she reads them, they're going to be on my bookshelves. That's how it works here at my house. We do have Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. Whenever me and my sister go to the bookstore, I always convince her to buy the books that I want to read that I know she'll like, because if she buys them, then I also get to read them, but I don't have to pay for them. So it's a great system, and normally I'm right and she likes them. I haven't read anything by Kennedy Ryan, but I've heard so many good things. We also have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This is one that my sister bought because she read the Chestnut Spring series, absolutely loved it. I was like, you should try this one out. I got her to buy it. I'm gonna read it eventually too because it's so cute. Those are all the books that I have for you at the moment. I have probably about 5 to 10 more at my dorm room at school. So on to Wednesday and the rest of the books that I'm gonna haul. Hello, I'm here to do the other part of my book haul. There's only 7 more that I haven't gone over yet. We have No Going Back by Patrick Flores Scott. This is one that I won off Goodreads giveaway. So it's an ARC. This is a young adult contemporary, and it's being published in April of 2024, so you can get your hands on it pretty soon. I don't know what it's about. It's something about incarceration. Then we have 2 more of the Ice Planet Barbarian books, Barbarian Mate and Barbarian Touch by Ruby Dixon. I think these are all the ones that are currently out. I think there's one more that you can pre-order, but these complete the ones that are already out. I talked about the other ones in the series, but I also have these 2. Next is another one from Goodreads giveaway. This is Unforgettable Loretta Darling by Catherine Blake. This is a ARC copy as well, coming in June 2024. What drew me to enter this is the cover. It's so pretty. An aspiring makeup artist in Hollywood. She's running away from her past. It's giving a little bit Evelyn Hugo vibes. It's like a historical fiction because it's set in the 50s in Hollywood. We also have Pestilence by Lauren Thalassa. This is the first book in the Four Horsemen quartet. It's a romance book with some fantasy elements in it, and my sister actually bought this one. She started reading it and she said it was good, but I have not read it yet. I saw it on Kindle Unlimited, but I wanted to get the physical copy because I think these covers are so much better than the originals. We also have Bunny by Mona Awad. This is like a horror that was popular on TikTok. Mona Awad is a big author. She's written a lot of other things, but I've always wanted to read Bunny because a lot of the booktubers I've watched have read Bunny and they loved it or hated it. So I wanted to get in on the hype and see what I felt about it. And then the last book I have here at school is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This is a thriller. I've never read any of Riley Sager's work, but I've heard he has really good thrillers. Eventually I will get to it. I really like this cover for a thriller. So these are the other books in my book haul. Back to Past Reagan with her book haul at home. But thanks for tuning in for this part of the haul. Here we are to outro this video. Pay for a lot of these books with my own money, and I know this is a little bit out of hand, but just let me live my life happily and buy what I want to buy. And I'm very lucky to have money to put towards books and be able to read these. I'm very grateful for all of them, but it does make it fun to make these videos. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. Go follow my socials down below. I have a Bookstagram and I have a Goodreads if you'd like to keep up with what I'm reading. I love to talk to you on there. I'm easier to get to on those as well. So if you have any questions or want to talk about books, because I would love to, please reach out to me on there. I love talking to you guys. You guys make my day. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the YouTube deal. That's all for me for today. Let me know if you'd like to see another one of these book hauls in the future, and I would love to do it. All the love. Bye.